I'm not going to miss out on a potentially elite tight end because people don't like the landing spot with Colston Loveland. I think the compelling part about Loveland is that he just turned 21 last month. So this kid's still very young, and allegedly he was who a lot of these teams like Denver were trying to trade up for. So the Bears weren't completely off base with taking him where they did at 10 overall or as the tight end 1 in this class. And like, also at the same time, this is coming off a season where he wasn't a huge producer because Michigan was running out the likes of Davis Warren, Alex Orji, a little Jack Tuttle action there at quarterback at one point. So like, I get that it's crowded in the Bears offense, but there's an out in DJ Moore's contract after 2027. They could also look to potentially move him down the line. Like when they need to pay Caleb Johnson and still like, I think there's a chance that Ben Johnson and the Bears are going to learn very soon that they got pretty much Wan'Dale Robinson when they drafted Luther Burden early in the second, and he's nothing more than a rocked up version of that. So that's my case for Colston Loveland. It's going to take some time. It's going to be a little volatile for a year or two, but I'm willing to ride it out for a potential elite tight end down the stretch, man. This is one of those stocks that you just sit and wait. It's like been the Chipotle stock I've been sitting on for many, many years. Like you just sit, you watch, you let it grow, baby, and you let it cook up. So, Steve, any thoughts on Colston Loveland at the 110 here?
Yeah, it's probably a bit too early for my blood for
Okay.
Colston Loveland.
Okay.
Just because like we also are discounting that Cole Kmet is still there, and he's not a bad tight end.
Not
He's a
worried
pretty good
about Cole
receiver.
Kmet. Not
You
worried
should
about
be.
Cole.
You
His
should
mom
be.
still won't follow me back on Instagram. I'm not worried about tight end, brother. Ain't worried about it.
What does that have to do with the price of eggs?
Well,
I mean, like
at one point we put out a little VOD about Colston Loveland. His mom didn't love it. Commented on Instagram. I tried to follow her back. She won't accept my follow request. So yeah.
On Cole Kmet,
on Cole Kmet's mom. Yeah, Cole
that's
Kmet.
some crazy
yeah
lore. Yeah, no, I just think that with all those mouths to feed in Chicago, it just seems like it's a lot.
I can't.
It scares me. It scares me, and I don't want to be dealing with it. Frankly, and there's a guy who I'll be drafting soon that I would take at this spot over Colston.
Okay. Eric, would you take Loveland at the 110, or do you think I am too high on him? But I just can't get past the draft capital, and where are you going at 111 as well?
Yeah, like I said when we were talking about Warren, I think this is the right range for both of them. I've actually got Loveland ahead of Warren. I don't think this is a bad landing spot at all. It's crowded, but I think that we'll see the wheat separate from the chaff before long. And the overarching point with all of this is take nothing for granted when there is a turnover at the head coaching and offensive play calling positions.
Yep.
We have no idea how he evaluates DJ Moore, how he evaluates Rome Odunze, right? You would think that they like what they see and find a way to incorporate them, but everything is on the table. I think he went out and got his Sam Laporta, right? A somewhat unheralded, at least not the consensus 101 at the position, and found a way to make him produce as such. So I think he's got a lot of wind in his sails. I don't mind taking a shot on him here.
He's 21. You could get 10 years of Colston Loveland, brother. You get 10 years this guy.
You could.
You got 10 years of all
in a
these
Ben
guys.
Johnson offense, right? This is the right range for him. I'm pretty bullish on the landing spot overall.